Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the News Alert podcast. We're joined by EP1, Dragon Alpha, and Crime. Today,
Yes.
we're going to be talking about the PlayStation 5 and the controller.
Which I really like. I don't get why people are hating on it, just because it looks like an Xbox controller.
So what?
It looks sick. I like the lights on it.
We'll get into that. We're also going to talk about the what the PlayStation 5 could look like when it does come out in November.
Is it November?
November.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
November? Fuck that.
And we're also going to be talking about the Xbox Series. We know we don't like it, but we're going to have to talk about it to compare it. And
also,
other games that are coming out.
Purple Gang for life as well. Purple Gang. Gotta keep
we
purple.
ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't talking about
come on,
that.
man. Purple Gang.
Nope.
Purple Gang. Anyway, but yeah, those are the three topics. We're gonna talk about just mostly gaming stuff to get the podcast started. The AIM channel, well, X1's channel's been on a hiatus for almost 2 months. So
I have been missing for a while. Yeah. Corona hit hard. Just keep myself busy.
Okay. So what do you want to start with? Where do you want to start this?
The controller. I want because obviously the features on it are very similar to the controller we've got now on the PlayStation 4, but I have a feeling they're gonna add a few extras on it.
Explain yourself by that.
I'm thinking, obviously, see the LED bar on this controller. I'm kind of hoping they'll make it. We can actually just change the color in general. Like, if you wanted purple, you can just change it purple, rather than I don't know. It's like if you log into multiple accounts, it changes color. If you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd just rather want to change it to the color I want, if that makes sense. It's a minor tweak, but hey ho.
They're going more on the futuristic side of the controller than they did with the PlayStation 4 controller. Yeah,
the PlayStation 4 controller, they based it off the PS3 and below, which I kind of liked, but it's not the comfiest thing in the world. So I think they're going with a bit more of a comfortable feel with this controller, while still keeping the PlayStation kind of 4 look to it a little bit.
The PlayStation 4 controller, the PlayStation 5 controller I should say, has got more of the look where it does look really, it would feel comfy to hold.
Yeah, like the 360 controller.
No, it took me 2 weeks to get used to the PS4 controller.
Really?
So, yeah, it wasn't like a good experience, so because the two analog sticks in the middle.
I don't mind it there, honestly. I kind of prefer it.
No, analog sticks made sense at first, but then when I got used to the controller, the PlayStation 4, then it
Yeah.
So.
See, I couldn't go back to an Xbox controller because of the analog sticks, to be honest with you.
I could go back to an Xbox controller, but it's just...
I have to go.
It would take weeks.
I can't go back to the 360 controller.
It's like the 360 controller, don't get me wrong, it's the most comfortable fucking thing I've ever held. Don't take that out of context, right? But it's one of the one of the most comfortable controllers I've ever held. Yeah, there's just something about the 360 controller. I've even held obviously the Xbox One because my uncles have those. But it just doesn't feel the same. I like that springy feel of the controller.
I have to say that the Xbox One controller feels a bit wider than the 360.
The most unused thing in a controller is the vibration. I've turned that off for everything. Every game, turn it off. It distracts you.
See,
it makes you feel. It doesn't give off that realism anymore. It's more it's like a gimmick.
I keep the vibrations on. With the PS5 controller, the vibrations are meant to be a lot better. I don't know how to put it into words, but it's meant to give it more of a realistic feel. If you get shot or something, or you're in GTA 5 and you're just skidding your car, it's meant to feel like it a lot better. Like there's more vibration. It's like a 3D vibration around the controller, apparently. That's what I got told.
Well, let's just hope the controller's not cheaply made, because
I don't think it will, honestly.
The controller looks like it's made out of a different material than the PlayStation 4 controller.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
But it might be a little bit more expensive on of getting another one.
Well, I mean, because it is obviously a new controller, it's going to be expensive anyway. But
it's going to probably be 60 USD and
yeah,
maybe 60 British pounds.
Nah, it'll be about 50 or euros. 55.99 or some shit here. Like, they like to have awkward numbers that way.
No, you would. No, the controller I think might be on the expensive of 60.
I mean, you know what? Yeah, I'm actually gonna go with the 60 here, because if I'm hoping it's bigger than the one we've got, not too big that it's uncomfortable, like, but kind of like Xbox sized.
Probably going to be the same size as the DualShock 4.
Right. Yeah. I mean, as long as they keep, I want it to be comfy this time. But the real mystery is the console. What do you think that's going to look like?
Console.
Well,
I
there's
think
been a couple of pictures of how people think it will realistically look, such as it being much.
Well, you can kind of tell what the console's going to be, judging the controller. I mean, it could look completely different for all we know, but judging by the look of the controller, it's got more of a futuristic kind of feel to it.
You have to go off by PlayStation as well. It's a Japanese company. They're way ahead of everyone else.
Definitely.
It's gonna be a futuristic look to the PlayStation. It might be smaller.
It might be, but then you've got more hardware in there, so I don't think it will be smaller.
No.
Well, either way, it's gonna go with that futuristic look. Same with the controller.
They're gonna have to balance between the airflow for the controller, and not for the controller.
Not for the
itself, but
hey, don't get me wrong, a built-in fan for the controller, that'd be pretty fucking sick.
They might need it. Like the controllers on the PlayStation 4 do get really hot at the back end, but it's not too hot as the PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4 I should say. Getting these confused now. Wait, hello?
Yeah, we're still we're just listening.
No, I thought I lagged out there.
The controller's dying. 2 seconds. Right, just keep on going.
Yeah,
longer battery life as well would do, as well as the controller dies.
Yeah, definitely. But again,
how powerful will the battery be though?
It would probably The issue with the battery is it's because we leave the controllers on constantly, like we just sit them there on the side, they're on, but I think like a little thing that turns the controller off after a certain thing would...
A timer?
Yeah, like on a phone, if you leave your phone on, it'll go into like a sleep.
But we kind of do have that on this though.
No, but that's turning the controller off. Like, I'm just saying, like once you touch the controller and like one of the buttons, then you can it'll turn itself back on and you can use it again instead of going into the menu, closing it down, and doing all the other stuff. Like, I think as with the PlayStation 5, I think it might be I think it will be a lot more smaller, but also have a lot more airflow, like fans at the top.
Yeah, judging. I mean, we've seen pictures of the prototype that they were using for the dev kit. Yeah, the dev kit. That looks to have a lot of airflow in it, but again, that could just be because it is the dev kit. But
no, that's the dev kits are normally the consoles that don't look brand new. They're the ones that have got the hardware, but they don't have the look.
Yeah, because I think they're gonna go for a kind of V shape, you know, like this 5, if that makes sense.
Well,
the Roman number 5, yeah.
Yeah, so I think they're gonna kind of go off that. I mean, it'll be pretty smart as well. It'll make it look.
With numerous problems with that at the same time, though.
No, but they're
fitting hardware. They're fitting hardware in that's powerful, also one that's probably massive amounts of power going into it. So you have to balance between airflow, the power efficiency, and also they've got to balance between all of like the look as well. They want to make it look cool, but they also want to make sure like
they want to get that profit.
as we'll get into, the Xbox X Series is one that there isn't anything new apart from the hardware.
I mean, the
And I think-
Xbox Series, is it Series X they're calling it?
Yeah,
they're
Series
calling it
X,
Series
yeah.
X.
Right, Series X, I don't don't get me wrong, just because I don't like Xbox doesn't mean I'm trying to diss it right now, but I think the console just looks a bit bland. It just looks
It's-
like a fucking square.
It's well, people have actually remade the console in a PC form factor, and
Yeah, you see it a lot on
the
YouTube.
case is small enough to fit on like your desk, but going back to the PlayStation 5, with it might look futuristic, or it might just look like the PlayStation 4. But we'll
I
probably
don't
hear
think they'll
something
go off
in
the
summer.
PS4.
The summer is where they'll announce what it's gonna look like.
Right, all we can do right now is kind of speculate what it's going to look like, or even judge it by the controller, as I said earlier.
But what
But-
we know so far is it's both the Xbox X Series and the PS5 are running the same hardware, but tweaked by the developers of
Yeah,
consoles.
but I think
and
the
more
PS5
power.
might be cheaper. Is it meant to be cheaper? Was the PlayStation 4 cheaper than Xbox One?
And they're both the same.
Yeah, they're both the
Same price.
release date.
Yeah, but I mean,
But if you wanna look at it like this, then the PC components that are running in the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox X Series are gonna run you probably 750 to 800. That's if you wanna have a replica of it, but in PC form.
yeah, they won't sell it for that much, just console form.
But what we know so far, though, is we know it's backwards compatible. We
Yeah,
know it's
it should be full backwards compatibility, so if you have any like older games and stuff like that, you should be able to play on it. But they've stated as well, when it comes to downloading games from disc or even online, they said you can kind of chop the game up into parts. For example, if you just play a game for multiplayer, you
story
could,
mode as well.
or even yeah, but we'll just say for a fact, like if no one plays fucking story mode or anything like that, and they just play multiplayer, you can delete the story mode, like that chapter of the disc or whatever, you can delete that off and just download the multiplayer and play on that to save you space. Because that's the main problems of the PS4. Like, fuck, games now are going up to like over 100 gigabyte of space, and it just can't run them. It's too much now.
Well, you can. The games that are going over the 100 gigabyte are the more demanding games that cause your PlayStation to really the inner bit off the PlayStation where the fans go real loud. That's like all the power that's processing, and
Yeah, but I
they don't
mean,
want that with this one. It's the PlayStation 4 is too. It's too slim on getting air out.
No pun
yeah,
intended.
it's not the best for airflow.
No, it's not. It's especially when you're running games that have got a high demand, and
But even that,
For
like
cooling.
Fortnite isn't a massive game, kind of like GTA and stuff. But it's
no, but
The-
the fans do go.
the fans
that
do sound like a fucking jet engine.
Yeah, and but what we also know is it's running the SSD, which is going to be more. It's going to be better.
Yeah, definitely.
So-
It'll be a lot faster. Shit! Oh! I almost crashed
And
into a
this-
tree.
You okay there?
Almost crashed into
And
a tree.
if most of and if most you don't know what an SSD is, then long story short, it's basically a faster hard drive for storage, which will. a 1
Basically,
terabyte
you
one-
want the SSD. What PlayStation? What is it? PlayStation 4 have? It's just a hard drive.
It's a normal hard drive. It's
Just a normal hard drive. So it will make loading times a lot faster. They were saying it's meant to be almost like instant, but I don't
Infinite.
believe it's going to be instant. There will be
Yeah.
there will be a little bit of a waiting time, but
Well,
nowhere
Xbox
near
have
as
already had
much.
an example of it where you would jump from one game, and then you would jump to another game just like that. in,
Seriously?
like, maybe 1 second. Yeah.
Damn.
A video came out showing like loading times and stuff, but if it's true and that's what it's gonna be like, then that's what we
That would
could
be
expect.
amazing.
What
I mean,
about-
loading GTA right now just takes too fucking long, man. Like, you can be
Nah, but
stuck
you've
at an
also-
infinite 90% loading screen.
But you've also got to realise that there's always GTA is a big game. Not as big as Call of Duty.
I suppose,
Modern
yeah,
Warfare.
but even
But
still,
so
it does. It shouldn't take that long. Again, PS4.
even
the hard drive speed.
Yeah.
It's a hard drive speed. It doesn't. It can't keep up now with what we have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, everything's just kind of getting outdated now. But what do you think graphics-wise on the PS4? Do you think it'll be the same as Xbox, a bit less?
No,
think-
much better.
I thought
Yeah,
we were going to go a
much
bit less
better.
graphics and just output a bit more power.
No,
For the PlayStation.
they're going better with the graphics. They're doing ray tracing and everything now. That's
But so are Xbox. They're doing that as well.
yeah, I know. Yeah,
That's
they're
why I was
both
saying
doing
if
that.
it's going to be... I don't think it'll be a noticeable difference, to be honest.
I think it will. I think it will change the way games play.
Oh, definitely. Like, fucking... It should
But-
change it up quite considerable. That's the wrong word. I can't say it, never mind.
Well, the games that are coming out known as Assassin's Creed. I think it's Odyssey or something that's coming out.
There was-
Valhalla.
Valhalla,
Are they all
whatever.
next gen?
I
Next gen, and it's for this gen as well. to be
Right, so
honest.
it's they're basically doing what they did with the Xbox 360 and
How
the
are they
PS3.
going to balance that though with like PS4? It looks
they're gonna
really
keep that.
demanding.
They're probably gonna keep it the same.
They
Because
can.
the same as Odyssey, that was high demand graphics, and the PS4 still ran that.
No,
absolutely
it
brilliant.
doesn't make sense though, because what you're not realizing though is because it's an PS5 game as well. You're also gonna have, if you put a PS4 game onto a PlayStation 5 game, that doesn't really make
I mean,
sense.
it could work.
Well, basically the PS4 games, when
It
you
won't
go
look
on
good,
to
though.
PS5, it's with some games it will boost your graphics, but with games that I think like GTA or something like that, it's something along the line. It will basically act like a PS4 graphics wise and like kind of all out systems. So it just kind of adapts by what game you play. By what game you play. Holy shit! Fuck! Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yep,
crashed.
you crashed.
But yeah, it's meant to adapt.
Well, what else do we know? So, yeah, the games they've got to be optimized well to run on
Mhm.
both. But one thing that I was thinking about before we started this was the PlayStation 5 is like 7 years old now.
Yeah, yeah.
Almost.
It's
Well, no,
almost
I think
8,
it's
is it
almost
not?
8. Yeah,
Yeah.
almost 8.
Still runs graphic pretty well, to be honest.
Ah, no,
yeah,
you
but
can
the
tell.
The
Yeah.
hardware is going quite a bit now with a lot of updates that's happened to it. It's not.
Let's just speaking of updates.
It's
you
ge-
update your Jedi Fallen Order?
No, I deleted it.
No?
Delete the
Oh.
game. No, I don't. No, yeah, I didn't play it anymore. So,
Well, then you update
But-
for it anyway, so.
speaking of updates, though, PlayStation 5 updates and the Xbox updates, I think they'll be more frequent than we expect. Like maybe like a software update every month.
Yeah, they're gonna stop. They will stop eventually. Like the updates on PS4 will not be as frequent.
No, you're still gonna get some, but it will be discontinued after. like,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
5
They'll
years.
just.
Xbox
It's
doesn't
just
get
gonna be
any
the like
more.
the 360 and PS3, which is a shame because the PS4 and Xbox One, they're not like bad like consoles. It's just they're old now.
No, but it's good to keep your consoles because it means you can go back and actually play some of these games just in case they don't.
Yeah, in
support.
case there's some that just can't go on it.
But yeah, we're I think in July, maybe even June, we might hear something about the PlayStation 5. But we know some of the details. Just need to know what it looks like,
Yeah,
what the
it's.
price is going to be.
I'm
and-
just more interested to see what it looks like, honestly, because we know what the Xbox looks like. Nothing fancy, honestly.
Nothing too out of the blue.
Yeah, it's not
just
over the
keeps
top.
same.
It just looks Xboxy, if that makes sense.
Xbox C.
Yeah, it's
that
literally a
makes
box.
sense.
It's literally a box. But that might be the theme they were going with, you know, Xbox. But
Yeah, but I mean, they could come up with something even better than just.
Yeah,
a
but that's their
box.
signature though. That's
Yeah.
like their trademark though.
so
Having a console look like a box.
I know that, but still.
Yeah, they can't just
Like-
kind of make it completely different to like their motto, their
Yeah.
motto.
But they could turn it into, they could make it into an X. That's possible.
No, see, I mean, a console looking like an
No,
X, it just
no,
wouldn't go.
There is an X on the top of the console. It's an
Yeah, but I'm
green.
talking about the actual shape. It'd be an
Nah, they
X.
won't be able to do that. They won't be able to do that.
They couldn't get all the
Why not?
hardware in the right places.
Nah.
It's because of the stuff on the inside. They have to think
It's
about
not-
airflow as
It's
well.
not like a PC. It's not like a PC. It's like open up your PlayStation 4, and all you're gonna see is just metal and stuff. Like the metal and stuff. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
So you're having a really weird, cramped shaped Xbox wouldn't work even for airflow. Like I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it would have overheating and stuff like that.
I mean, have you seen, I don't know if anyone's seen this, but PewDiePie got a Minecraft PC. It's literally in the shape of a creeper.
Oh, what?
Yeah, but it just doesn't look the best for airflow. But it was like, do you know, Linus Tech
Yeah.
or something? He made it. Obviously, he
Yeah,
knows what he's
Tech
doing
Tips.
with PCs. So he's probably made it so the airflow goes
Yeah, just
through.
watch any of them guys. They've been covering the PS5 and Xbox X series, and they've been
Yeah,
comparing it to PCs. Like,
I watch them on a daily basis. I just like watching them build their PCs and stuff.
yeah, building a PC those hard, but
It's only hard if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But the PlayStation 5 though, I think it might either be a game changer or it might just be the same as the PlayStation 4 was. Like, I don't remember when
I'm
they
hoping
announced
it
the
to be a game changer.
See, I don't
Well,
really
maybe
remember when they announced the PS4.
hardware
Hardware,
on
definitely.
it.
It's a
The
lot
hardware is
better.
going to be a game changer. It's going to last about 5-8 years.
Yeah,
5
before that gets outdated. No, because
a new gen console comes out every 8 years, 7 years. And right now we're on 7 right now.
yeah. So
By the time it hits November time,
the new Xbox isn't out
that's
yet,
when
is it?
No, it's
No.
not coming out in November. It's coming in the fall of 20.
Right. Okay. They've just basically showed us what's in it and what it looks like. Then.
They haven't even showed us what games are going to be running on it, so it could
Well,
be.
there's there was a game made specifically for the Xbox One, and there's a game made specifically for the PlayStation 4. I forget what they were called again.
Exclusive games.
Well, you can roll exclusives out the window because basically everyone's going to get PS4 exclusives soon, PC, Xbox.
No, what
No.
I'm saying, the games, PS4
Xbox exclusives
Xbox
always gone
exclusive.
PC as well.
Yeah, so it's not really exclusive, it's just made for the system.
Well-
PS4 games are exclusive, to be honest.
You,
No, some are. But
Really? Not all of them
Xbox, no, but Xbox, because Microsoft own that, they have like the Windows Store, and you can get games on your PC from there.
yeah.
Like Forza, it's Xbox exclusive to that, but it's also a PC as well. You can run Forza on your PC if you wanted to.
Oh,
So-
fuck. Well, yeah.
So it's more. It's not. I don't think it's exclusive, but it is still. It's like a Microsoft exclusive.
Yeah, Microsoft exclusive, there you go.
But it's PlayStation exclusives, like Sony exclusives and stuff.
hmm
Um,
But they might not, like, games might just come out for everything in general. But at the same time, being exclusive to a certain console is good marketing wise, because if someone wants to play a certain game, they'll need to go to that kind of console.
no, but it depends on what the game is and if it's any good. Because no one's gonna go and. Get
Well,
it
for example,
25 and then change
Spider-Man.
their mind.
The
Yeah, I was
Spider-Man
just gonna
thing that
bring
came
that
out.
up.
I've not
Spider-Man.
played it, but apparently that was meant to be a really good game.
It's
I don't
brilliant.
think it's a good and a bad thing for that kind of stuff.
They came
it
out in
also-
2018 and it had amazing graphics.
Yeah, but it's people
What the fuck?
might hate the Xbox, but they would have to go into Xbox to play in some of those games. Like people
What?
might
Sure.
hate it, and then they would have to change their mind, and it doesn't really,
What? Yes,
doesn't really work.
I'm
off topic, but
busy.
come over to where I'm at right now.
Wait,
I'm busy.
There's this weird glitch. If you go in, if you go into this little bit, it spazzes you out. I don't know if it's just because of the car, but anyway, what were you on about?
we're on about like
Oh
the
shit.
explosives.
Oh
They
man,
don't
look,
work. They don't work well
fam.
for some people.
What is going
For
on?
some people.
Why is there just a floating tree here and I can't fucking move? Oh my god.
Keep it PG, come on. Keep it PG.
Oh,
But
we're
no,
past the
Score several
PG.
times in this.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Right, I'm free, I'm free.
PG now.
Right.
Well, as I was saying, the exclusives are like they're not good, but also not bad either. But because someone could hate Xbox or PlayStation,
But would want
but they want to play a
that's
game.
currently on
But they
it.
want to play the game that's on it, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just the way that it works. I mean,
Wasn't Minecraft meant to be Microsoft's exclusive?
They've always been on both consoles. Because it was such a big game, they wanted to get more of that
no,
paper.
it's because like, Microsoft has a look. Minecraft does look like it was made for the Xbox more, because it somehow it does.
Pretty sure it was out on PC first, was it not?
Yeah, I think it was out in the Microsoft store first before it came to the.
Yeah.
And games do tend to come out on the consoles after.
Yeah, they always usually come out on PC first. That's the way it used to be.
So
This one target's really just pissing me off now.
keep it PG.
Technically, it's not a swear word, so...
Shut up.
But anyway, that's the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox. I think overall, I think we're gonna have to wait until after it gets announced and what we know the price and that's gonna be.
Yeah, I think the
Or-
price range should be. I mean, how much was the PlayStation when it was new?
About 200.
It wasn't 200.
No,
it was more than
wasn't
200.
I said
It
I'd think.
wasn't. You're far off. I think it was 400.
Yeah, it must have been. It was about. I think it was about four. It wasn't 500. I think the 500s were like the specials or limited editions.
Bundles.
Yes, that. Yeah, it'll be about 400
What we
odd.
get-
But I think the PS5 will go
Just the
around.
box as well. If we get a bundle,
You good?
yeah, you keep going.
Alright, I think the PS5 should be around roughly the same price range, a bit more expensive, but they won't make it too expensive. So I'm thinking about 500, 4.5.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be around about. I'm gonna say 450, depending if it's the bundle. But if it's just the PS4 alone, then it might be just.
I don't think they could go
400.
any cheaper than that though.
They know,
We
they're
have
not
to
going cheaper.
think-
The parts alone. If like,
Did someone get rid of
buy
that
console,
target?
that's over.
A Target. We
Why
have to
didn't get rid of
protect it. You have to do it.
You have to protect the target.
That's our duty.
Yeah.
We meant to protect the.
Kill
we-
the target.
We can't kill. You have to. Right. You have to kill him.
Fuck's sake, man.
Right.
Take us off
Anyway.
topic.
Price ranges.
It's going to be around about 450, but inside the box you're probably going to get the controller, the console, the power supply and all that kind of stuff, but I hope they give you the little headset that you got with the PlayStation, just to start you off.
The little
They don't want
headset,
to
was
watch-
that them little earphone things? Cause I
Yeah,
think
it
I
was like the
remember
one
it.
earpiece thing.
Oh, they were
One earpiece
horrible.
thing.
They were horrible.
Yeah, but it was a good starting point though for people if they didn't have a headset, because we didn't know. I didn't know if it was like going to be
Speaking-
a headphone jack.
Speaking
the
of that,
bottom.
actually. Speaking of that, what do you think
Yoink.
the port's going to be like? New
I think it's going to be the headphone jack. It's gonna be
Yeah,
a
that'll
headphone
still
jack.
be there.
I'm saying charge-
They won't do an
I'm saying-
iPhone and remove it.
Oh, the charge.
I'm
That's
saying
Type C.
charging-wise.
It's Type C.
They're moving up to the newer chargers now rather than the older ones.
It's USB Type C. It's the faster charger that
Fuck.
they're going with.
They don't break as easily as well, I've noticed, because my phone uses Type-C. And
Yeah, so does
I
mine.
feel they're so much better in my opinion, but
The
that could
fitment
just be me.
has to be good though for the charging on the fallout every like time you're using the controller. I
Oh,
think
when it
that'll be
falls
one
out,
of the-
right. Basically, it might just be different because it's my phone, but my phone, when you go to put it in, it kind of clips in, if that makes sense. So you push it in and
Yeah.
it's really sturdy. You have to actually use a wee bit of force to get it out.
Some do that.
That's-
Some
I think that's
phones
just the
do
S10.
that.
I think that's just the S10.
No,
Yeah, but
it's
I-
not just the
It doesn't
S10.
do
My
that.
phone does it. My phone clips in and it
Yeah.
doesn't fall out.
Really?
It sometimes do if you like. You have to force it out.
They should do something along them lines because that's perfect.
I think they are.
I mean, it's just minor things like that that should make the controller so much better. As I said as well, with the colour changing and stuff, I mean, it's not necessary, but it'd be a nice little feature to have.
I'd like them just to have the light bar at the back as well again. I think that's what kind of sold the PlayStation 4 controller.
What, right where it is the now?
Yeah,
The
but
reason
have it on
they've
the
moved,
top.
yeah, that's what it is. Because the reason they moved it, the light bar was meant to signify, like in this game, if you got the cops, it changed colours and stuff. But
It switched
because
between
of
blue and red.
yeah, but because of where it's facing, you can't really see that, can you? So they moved
No.
it up towards the touchpad to where you can actually see what's going on or whatever.
Yeah, but if you were in the dark, you would be able to see it. But I know.
Yeah, but you don't really like focus on your controller though when you're in the dark. You're
No.
looking at your
No
TV.
one uses the controller speaker anymore. I don't think. I never really hear the controller speaker.
Oh,
being used
that
much.
no, I mean,
think that
they
might
should
be
just
removed from
yeah.
it.
I think
But
they've
if they add
stated
it back, though, I think people might use it again, like just to.
it needs to be a better fucking quality
I
though.
did hear though that the controller is going to have a mic inside of it.
Yes, that's the good thing,
Yeah.
right? See, this is where I think. Know how you said with the headset, it was a good little starter.
Yeah.
There's no point adding the headset if there's going to be a mic on the
Yeah,
controller.
Yeah, but
you'll
the
be
thing is,
able
though, there might not be
to.
a way to mute that mic. There might not be a way to mute
No,
that
they'll-
mic, though, inside the
They'll
controller.
make it. You'll have to do it somewhere. I don't know, but they'll do something to fix that issue.
I think people would prefer it though to have like an actual like the Xbox headset, for example, just like one ear cup headset.
Yeah,
for
but
some people that
the
could be
reason
annoying.
they've did it, like, see for example me and I raged and I broke my fucking headset and I never had a headset after that really. That's where shit like that would come in handy. I could just use my controller. It wouldn't be the best quality, but it's better than nothing at the end of the day, isn't it? That's
Yeah,
why
I'd
they've
still
did that.
I'd
You
still
lose your
rather
headset.
Yeah.
I'd rather they still had that, like they gave you a headset inside the box because
You never know. They might actually.
They
do
might,
that.
yeah, but I mean, if they're doing that, there
I
might.
mean,
There's a high chance they won't. I mean,
because you are gonna have games that are gonna be on the PlayStation 5, like free games as well, straight off the bat.
yeah.
Because your games
Yeah,
are
I know that.
backwards compatible. You don't have to buy any games when you buy it. You can just buy the console itself and.
I mean,
Maybe
all-
doing the backwards combat. I won't say it now.
Compatibility.
Yeah, if we're gonna do that, what's the point of already buying it if we've already got it? You know
What
I'm
are you on
saying?
about?
Like,
What do you
say-
mean?
What?
say
You
you've
won't
already
need to buy it
got-
again.
say- No, what I'm
Oh,
saying is,
wait a minute.
If you get
Right.
What, the game?
if you get rid of the disc, but you still have the save data from it.
No, it doesn't make sense that way though, because you still have to have the game to run it.
Yeah.
But what if you could get it for free on the PS5?
No, it
application
doesn't work like that. You actually have to have the game.
The disc, I think.
It's
Is it the
like
disc? Could you not just transfer over your obviously if you have digital stuff?
It
There must
depends
be a
if they're using
way.
a different drive. It depends
Oh,
if
shit.
the drive's gonna be the same. The
Yeah.
disc drive.
But that would be a real bummer if you can't just like if people just want to buy digital because it's easier and it's
No, it's not
Takes
easier.
less space.
It's still, I
How's
still
Well,
think it's
easier?
easy. I think it's still easier getting on a disc because it means you
Nah.
don't have to.
but
Worry
see
about
digital.
it's
your
got
game's
its pros.
corrupting.
They've both got their pros and cons when it comes to disc and digital. Digital, like
It's
everything's
already
there. It's already there. With a disc, that could scratch up and then your game
Or
just
stop,
kind of
right.
it
Or
just
you just have a
stops.
game that that's sitting dormant.
Yeah, but
You know,
But
the
again,
more-
with the disc, you don't really need. I think it's less space with a disc. Is that true?
No, it's the same.
So it's the same space. So I mean,
You are basically downloading the online and all that other stuff, but you're basically just you're putting the disc in and it's gonna let it do its thing.
yeah, but again, that shouldn't really be an issue. Like,
The thing with the Xbox 360, you just put the disc in and it's set. You play the game. It does
Damn.
everything.
do you
ready to
remember
go.
when you used to get like 2 discs, one for like 2 data, pretty much?
That was mostly for
GTA 5 had it.
I think,
what?
no, Red Dead
G-
has it on PS5. No, PS5, PS4. Red Dead
Yeah.
has it.
We're on the PS5? Holy shit!
Yeah, PS4 has 2 discs for Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah. I mean,
That may,
do you think
that
they'll
may
move
happen
on from
again.
that? Do you think
No,
they'll ever
they'll
move on
start-
from that though, like to 1 disc, or will it always be
Well,
like?
200 gigabyte game. I think there will be a 200 gigabyte game.
Oh fuck!
Oh,
So
one day.
just you're
Oh, one
jinxing
day.
it now. There will be,
Yeah, Josh.
but
Thanks for
GTA
I
5
mean,
could be 150. GTA 6 could be 100 something gigabyte.
Josh, stop jinxing it, please, man.
you know,
But it's
but
not.
again, you can cut out the story mode if you don't want to use that. So the story mode's usually what takes majority of the data.
What, you really think I would cut out of the online and the story mode of GTA 6? No
Nah,
chance.
I would cut out the story mode and then just play online. To be honest with you, after I complete
Nah,
it.
I'd keep it. I'd keep it.
Do you think
The whole
the
game.
new Watch Dogs game will be able to do that?
What?
What?
Story mode.
Every game.
Every game will. That's what they said. That's their top
If you
feature.
watch that's if you watch the stream that they did with the guy who
Yeah.
was just talking about what's going to be inside of it.
But what people and what I want as well is a PlayStation VR 2, because when VR came out, everyone it was really fun. Everyone wanted, I say everyone, but most people wanted the VR, and I think that's what people were expecting with the new PS5, another VR headset to like up the game a little with the Xbox One.
No, it was too overpriced though. I think with the VR, I think it was
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
it
the
too
VR
expensive.
it was expensive, but every VR headset is expensive. That's like, if we're stating about games here, VR will be the next generation of full-time
It
games.
already is.
Yeah, that's
it
what I'm
already
saying.
is.
As you look at VR,
But
look how it used to be and look at it now. It's slowly, gradually getting better. Don't get me wrong; it's got its faults. When it comes to wired headsets, their wires are heavy. That's what was wrong with the PlayStation VR. It was really front heavy, and the wires were really thick, so it would get in your way all the time.
See, I think, like with the VR, I'm not a big VR fan. I think it's like one of those things you could use once and never go back to it.
You know, I love the VR. But you can just fade away in the desert or wherever you are. You know what?
Josh,
What?
can you pick me up in your jet, please?
No.
Please. I've got a 6-mile journey to
Right.
go for.
Anyway, I think the VR headset is an amazing thing, especially if you play it on console. Though, I've said this many times. If you want to meet new people, just fucking hop on VR chat, for example. That is the funniest
Yeah,
thing I've ever had.
Yeah, but not many people have VR chat.
You don't need a VR to play VR
It's
chat.
free.
It's free. You can play on your PC, but you don't get the same experience as you would. It's still funny as fuck. Don't get me wrong. Cause me and Crime went on it.
Yeah.
Me and him went on it, and we were just pissing around, and it was really fun. But again, storage.
But your VR chat needs to it needs to be like easy to run as well. VR chat is quite easy to run.
It depends. I mean, it's not challenging, but because people can make player models. People make specific models to lag you out and crash your game and stuff. So when it comes to that kind of stuff, you kind of need a decent PC, decent ash. And it doesn't need to be high end, but definitely not low end.
Yeah.
It's like medium.
But with some of the stuff that we talk about with the PlayStation 5, I don't think there's going to be as much frequent crashes with your games on
I
the
think they
next
said. I think they said that as well. There shouldn't be as much
You
crashes.
will have crashes from games bugging out.
Every now and
'cause-
then. Every now and then.
No, because
yes.
every game that comes out is not polished. Like,
No, it's-
even if they say it's polished and it looks good from the start, it's always going to be.
You will always find a
Um,
fault with a game. It doesn't matter how well they fix it and fix all the bugs. There will always be bugs. That you can't have a
And you
game without
cannot
bugs.
get rid of.
Yeah, you can't really get rid of bugs. Once you
I
fix
think you
one, there's
can,
another two there.
I think you can fix one bug and the game will be clean for a while.
A
until it
while, but
gets
then
back.
another bug comes out. See, you can't really get rid of them.
They're persistent, like real life bugs.
No, they're not as persistent as real life. But I think they're just they come and they go. That's why like people think glitches in games. That's why they're always well they'll lag and they're real lag. But
Yeah, boy.
but
Back on topic.
yeah, I think that's what we have so far. I think in terms of the podcast is going to. I think as we do more of these, we'll have more topics. We'll have to find topics to talk about. And some
Oh
other
yeah,
stuff.
definitely. Today's podcast was just more of around of the PlayStation
Get
5
used to
and,
feeling.
and what it could be. This is the first podcast we've ever did, obviously.
No, give us a little bit of credit.
No,
At least a minute ago.
Dylan. Right.
Well, at the moment, that's what we have so far. I think our thoughts on the PlayStation 5 are there. We just need when we get an
It's just a waiting game. It's a waiting game to see what it looks like and all that. That's everyone just wants to know what it looks like, to be honest with you. But I think that's what's making it. It's a mystery right now. That might be what they're going with. The console is. It could be made right now, right? But they could be going with
Yeah,
a
it's
kind of
already
mystery vibe. People want to know what it is. People are looking it up all the time.
Who's ever gonna kill me? Please don't. I'm doing a mission.
Well, at the moment,
Really? Really?
Oh, you had the bounty.
Yeah, I had a bounty. 7k then.
Yeah. Well.
well,
Oh fuck
at
you.
the moment,
We've stated everything we want to say. But that'll.
Actually, one more. I know we haven't
Yeah.
brought this topic up. What is your general thoughts on the Assassin's Creed?
Well,
No,
that
we
could be
talked
for
about it.
another video. That'll be the end of this podcast number 1, as you could say. Oh, fuck you! Right! Fuck it!
Definitely the end of
I
it.
swear to God. Well, that's gonna
Definitely
do
the
with
end
this
of podcast
podcast,
one.
and we'll see you in the next podcast. Peace.
yep.